The dark side of Gone with the Wind. 1. Clark Gable refused to cry on screen. He thought it was unmanly. Gable almost quit over this issue. David O. Selznick offered to shoot 2 versions of the scene. Only one had his character Rhett Butler crying. Gable ultimately liked it more. 2. Vivien Leigh's casting was controversial. Southerners didn't see her as Scarlett O'Hara. Leigh was British and virtually unknown. The studio also considered Katharine Hepburn, but Hepburn was a Northerner, which was even worse. Leigh was cast after filming had already started. 3. The actors were only together for one scene. It's where Ashley Wilkes comes home from Belle Watling's house. He doesn't feel well and has to lie down. The women gather around his bedside. 4. Victor Fleming wanted to make 2 blockbuster movies. Gone with the Wind was released simultaneously with The Wizard of Oz. Both movies were initially directed by Victor Fleming. However, he left both projects due to severe fatigue. Gone with the Wind was picked up by Sam Wood. It beat The Wizard of Oz at the box office. 5. Vivien Leigh didn't know how to dance. There's a short dancing sequence in the movie. Leigh was replaced by her dance double, Sally DeMarco. The audiences at the time had no idea. 6. Clark Gable made filming difficult for Vivien Leigh. She hated kissing him, claiming he had terrible breath. Gable wore dentures that he rarely washed. He deliberately ate garlic before romantic scenes. 7. Lucille Ball took revenge on David Selznick. Ball really wanted to be in the movie. She worked with an acting coach for 6 weeks. On the day of her audition, she got soaked in a downpour. She never got the role. When Ball got famous, she bought Selznick's production company. She moved into the office from which he'd been fired. 8. Leslie Howard hated playing his part. Howard played the young and handsome Ashley Wilkes. He despised the script and felt he'd been miscast. Howard was in his 40s at the time. He considered playing a 21-year-old man ridiculous. 9. Hattie McDaniel wasn't allowed to attend the premiere. McDaniel was the first black actress to win an Oscar. She was recognized for her portrayal of Mammy, but she couldn't attend a first showing. That wouldn't have been allowed in those days. 10. David Selznick was fined $5,000 for obscenity. Rhett Butler famously says,
"Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn."
This was shocking for the audiences at the time. Selznick was happy to pay the fine and keep the line in. The controversy helped the movie get free publicity. 11. People thought the Atlanta burning scene was a real fire. The producers torched an old set from King Kong to film the fire. They wanted it to look as authentic as possible. The filming of the scene lasted 2 hours. Nearby residents assumed that the fire was real. They called the fire department. 12. Clark Gable left his wife during the filming. Gable was married to Maria Langham, a wealthy Texas socialite, but he had an affair with actress Carole Lombard. MGM helped Gable get a quickie divorce from Langham. He then married Lombard, only to divorce her 3 years later.